What's good, people? I just wanted to talk to you about my experience um, with the Latter day Saints yesterday. So it was interesting because I don't know anything about their faith at all. Um, I know that it was founded by Joseph Smith. I know that, or I knew that, they have their own book in addition to the Bible called the Book of Mormon. I know that there were times that things were being said about black folks or melanated folks, whatever you want to call that, not being allowed to be part of the priesthood. But in that process, you all right? In that process, I never really learned too much about it, but living out here, you know, we have what we have, and as far as the population and their the LDS church in this area. So they came to the door yesterday, and I'm like excited because I have never gotten a chance to talk to these people. Right? I want to know what you believe. What's up, Bobby? Huh? Hold on. Okay, so like I was saying, we kick it with them for a little bit, and talk to him for a little bit, and learned a couple things. Of course, Mistress came out, and she wanted to drop some stuff on them. But it was interesting because one of the first things, this is what I'm trying to get to, one of the first things that they said when I came outside was that they believe that God never stopped speaking after the Bible was written. Now, I agree with that. Depends on who you're calling God and all of that kind of stuff. But they believe that the prophets, continue. And that Joseph Smith was one of them, Brigham Young was one of them, so on and so forth. At least I think Brigham Young was one of them. And even to this day, the modern prophet, the current prophet, whatever his name is. And so I asked him, I said, okay, so if you fundamentally believe that God has not stopped talking, then how do you determine, based off of the rules that you have instituted in your religion, and because you believe that Jesus was a prophet, right? When you look at Jesus' life and realize that he was a revolutionary, he was going against the religious order at the time. Hold on. So, when you look at Jesus' life and you say he was a revolutionary, he went against the religious order at that time, he was doing stuff that was unacceptable to the Hebrew hierarchy and religious order and all that kind of stuff. They were calling him blasphemer. They were calling him a devil. They were calling him all these different things, right? The religious people of the day, okay? You understand what that means. You understand what that's like. Well, may not understand what that's like, but you understand what that means, right? Yet you follow this man and you believe that his teachings, that he is the Son of God and all of these different things. But at the same time, you cannot... okay. Let me cook a little more. At the same time, you cannot accept that another prophet may exist outside of the LDS church. I told him, I said, I'm somewhat of a prophet or a seer. I said, but I don't attach myself to any religious order or anything like that. But how is it that you can say that this guy, because he comes through this line of prophets that came through Joseph Smith, and another fundamental belief that they had was that they believe God exists for all people. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. I didn't say hell yeah, but I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. And that there's a messenger to take that God to all people. Yeah, I agree with that. Right? When you're talking about the creator or whatever. But even with that, right? Realizing that because you believe that God is for all people and that there's always a prophet, why is it that your prophet works for my people when I might have my own prophets that deal with my bloodline? They didn't really have anything to say about that. Only thing they could say was, are you, because I said I do readings, right? He said, are you reading me right now? Like, it was almost like, are you afraid? Or, it was just interesting. It was just interesting, for sure. For sure. For sure. That's all I want to say. So they're supposed to, because they were Spanish missionaries, they're supposed to bring or send some other people here that speak English, which they spoke English too, but they were white guys. So that was interesting. Like, yeah, that was interesting. I'm interested to read the book. They're supposed to bring it to me. So, let's see what happens.